Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca. Today we are going to talk about how you can make profits with only 1000 chickens. All the requirements you need and the expenses you're going to incur in this chicken. First of all, let me assume you're having a chicken house. You're having land, not a chicken house. You're having land where you're going to build a chicken house. You don't need to rent land, because when you're starting poultry, you have to invest in some money and you're going to wait for this chicken to make money. So if you're going to rent, it is not good. It's not good to rent the land. Let me assume you're having land and we are going to build a chicken house. The chicken house you're going to build requires you to be with the measurements of 20 feet wide and 40 feet on the length, only if you're going to build 2 floors. But if you're going to build only 1 floor, let me assume you're having enough land, the land you're having is big, you're going to build 10 meters on the width and length 20 meters. 20 meters length and 8 meters on the width, only if you're going to build only 1 floor. But I advise someone, if you're having land, whether it is big or small, build 2 floors, because you're going to save on the money expenses that you're going to save on the iron sheets, and at the same time you're going to save on the space. So I advise you to build a chicken house that is having 2 floors. Another requirement that you need: chicks. Let's talk about chicks. Chicks, the expense of 1 chick is going to be only $1. If it goes beyond that, it cannot go beyond $2. That is the maximum. Let me assume you're going to buy it $1. All $2. That is the maximum wherever you are. The cost of a chick, 1 chick. So you can calculate from 1 chick, if it is $2, then to 1000 chicks, how many chicks, how much will be needing. Another requirement that you need charcoal. Charcoals and the charcoal stoves, you need 3 medium size. You've talked about you need 3 medium size of the charcoal stove, and you're going to be you need 7 sacks of charcoal, because for me, I use charcoal. It seems to be the cheapest in my area. So if you're going to use electricity, you're going to use gas, whatever you're having, it is okay. But to warm up the chicken, I use charcoal. And if you're going to use charcoal, you need 7 sacks in 1000 chicken in a brooder. And just know, the bigger they grow, you've been reducing on the charcoal that you're using, and you'll be removing 1 charcoal stove, especially when they make 3 weeks. You'll be only 2 weeks, you'll be removing the first charcoal stove. When they make 4 weeks, you'll be remaining only with 1 charcoal stove. So the requirement, the charcoal will be not going so fast, depending on the growth of the chicken. So for that, it is going to cost you $150, the charcoal stove and the charcoal, only that. And the glucose in the brooder, you'll be needing glucose, Enrose, chicken formula, cooking oil. As I told you before, I use cooking oil for 3 days, and glucose, I use it for 3 days also. It helps to strengthen the chicken. It helps to strengthen these young chicks, because they come when they are weak. And the cooking oil, I use it for digestion. Helps the chicks in terms of digestion, eases the digestion of the chicks. So I use it for 3 days, and after 3 days I withdraw the glucose and the cooking oil. So for that you need Enrose chicken formula. The chicken formula is to be used for 1 week, and Enrose cooking oil and glucose $30, only that. Let's talk about feeders. So for the feeders, first of all, I use feeding trays for the beginning. Here they are. These are feeding trays that I use for the day, from day 1 up to when the chicks make 2 weeks. And these are just the trays where we put eggs. I use these ones. I buy 50. If you're going into the brooder of 1000 chicken, then you need 50 feeders if you're going to use this. And we need small feeders when the chicks make 3 weeks. These ones, the small feeders, you can see. We need 60 of them. Reason being, we need 30 of these ones. 30 here, because they are still in the chicken house, they are still in the brooder, they are going to eat, and you can buy as many as you want, because we want equal growth of this chicken. We want every chick to be eating whenever you put in food. So you can buy as many as you want. And you need drinkers, the small drinkers. These are small drinkers. Don't use big drinkers in the chicks. Use these small drinkers, because your chicks will drown if you use big drinkers like these ones. Like this, they will drown in the water, and losing a chick with only those small problems, it is not good. You're going to be needing 16 of these, and the amount of money you need is $150 for only those medium feeders, small feeders, and drinkers for the start. Then let's talk about the big drinkers. We need big drinkers. I use jerry cans, and I would recommend someone to use jerry cans, because we are going to use 14 jerry cans that carry 20 liters. 7 on the first floor, 7 on the upper floor. When they start to lay, they will drink 7 jerry cans, 500 chicken, and 7 jerry cans, 500 chicken, making 1000 chicken in the whole chicken house. So someone to use these drinkers, they carry 10 liters. And I would not recommend someone to use this. If you can use this one, it is okay. You can use them, but when the when your chicken grow, they have a tendency of standing on top of these drinkers. They stand on top and poop directly in the drinking water. Whether you're going to clean it, they will also poop and drink their poop. You're going to make your chicken sick. Another thing, on these drinkers, they carry 10 liters, and you have to refill in the midday, these drinkers. Even if you're the owner, you're the worker, there are times where you're going to be tired and you don't want to refill these drinkers because you're just tired or you're busy with other work. So someone need to be with drinkers that can spend the whole day in a chicken house without refilling it during the midday. So you can use jerry cans or automated drinkers. If not that, you need these ones. You're going to buy instead of using 14 jerry cans, then you're going to buy 28 of these ones. And for the cost of these drinkers, it is the same cost of the jerry cans that you're going to use. So buying 28, you're spending the space where the chicken would be playing, you're wasting your money and not allowing this chicken to enjoy the space, because you're limiting them from playing around, because you put in drinkers so that you satisfy them with the water they need to drink in a day. I would recommend you to use jerry cans for the start, because automated drinkers are expensive. And when the farm starts to make money, you're going to expand, you're going to install automated drinkers and reduce on the labor and the tiresomeness you'll be getting at. After all, you have to get tired whenever you're using jerry cans, but they are good, and you'll be seeing how I use them. Another requirement is that you need only all the big drinkers. Okay, for the big feeders, I use medium size, where the chicken can eat 15 to 16 on one feeder. So if you're going to use this one like mine, you're going to need 60 feeders, 30 on top, 30 down. I'm talking about if you're having 2 floors of the chicken house. So you're going to spend $160 on those feeders and drinkers. Also, I'm talking about this because your location matters, first of all, to reduce the transport costs, and where you're going to buy all these materials that you need. Location also matters. Transportation of things is expensive also. Before you build a chicken house, just make sure that at least you can manage that transport. It has to be not too much expensive. Only transportation should not be much expensive. Another requirement that we need an antibiotic. You need an antibiotic for when the chicks make 1 week. So you're going to be needing 1 kilogram of an antibiotic, and you're going to give them for 3 to 4 days. Not a kilogram, it is half a kilogram, through 5 to 7 days, depending on the condition they are in. When it is too cold, you can when it is too cold, make 7 days. When it is at least the day is warmth and you see the chicks are very nice, they're responding well, you can use 5 days. Give them for 5 days antibiotics. Let's talk about the vaccines. You're going from day 1 to 1 month. Those are vaccines you're going to be vaccinating. From day 1, you have Newcastle, Gombolo. Then we have, when they make 6 weeks, you have smallpox. You're going to need $65 only to vaccinate from day 1 and up to 6 weeks when you're going to vaccinate smallpox. I mean the wing, piercing the wing. And this is only if when you the owner, you are only one to vaccinate these chicks. Because for me, I vaccinate myself the chicks from day 1. Even the smallpox, I vaccinate it myself. Then the typhoid, if you're just beginning, you need to get a vet doctor to help you, or someone else to help you who knows well how to vaccinate typhoid. For the typhoid, you're going to need $60. Only $60 for typhoid. Let's talk about feeds. Feeds, we need pellet. Feeds, we need pellet. You only need $190 to buy the pellet feeds for 7 days. I use pellet for 7 days, not more than that. So if you're brooding 1000 chicken, you need $190, only that for pellet. Then after, when you're going to 2 weeks, you're going to change to concentrates, broken maize, or corn, and maize bran. You're going to mix up these feeds and going to use it for 2 weeks. Just remember that the bigger they grow, the consumption rate increases. First of all, they are going to be eating at the period where they're going to eat 70 grams. When they increase on the size, or when they grow and increase on the size, they will be eating 90 grams a day. And when they grow up very well in terms of laying, they will be eating 125 grams in a day, only per chicken. So for the first feeds that I've talked about, the concentrates, the maize bran, and the broken maize or corn, whatever you call it, you need $230 just on that expense. $230 on. Then you're going to spend another amount of money on feeds that is going to be $3,000. This is the amount of money you're going to spend after spending the $230 on the feeds that are going to be consumed by this chicken whenever they make, before they make 4 weeks, or 4 weeks and 6 weeks, I'm sorry, before they, when they make 6 weeks. After that, to the period of laying, from that 6 weeks to the period of laying, you're going to spend $3,000 on feeds only. Yeah, it is somehow expensive, but yeah, it is true, because feeds sometimes beat us. And I would recommend someone to stock, if possible. If you could get a store and stock these feeds, please do. If you can't, for the beginning, try to buy the cheapest chicken feeds. Look for the places where they are selling cheap feeds and try to get quality. You can get advice from different farmers, but wherever you are, doesn't mean that you're going to look for them from far away. But wherever you are, you can look for, get advice from those farmers. Look for the cheapest feeds and quality feeds. So let me end this video here. It is long enough. Thank you so much for watching. If this video is helpful for someone, please share, like, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much. If you're my new subscriber, you're really welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming again to me. My name is Rebecca. Till next time, bye bye.